Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to do a price prediction for Algorand. It's been an extremely long period of time, a couple of months since I did the last video for this cryptocurrency. And at that moment, we were looking for the market in ALGO to go higher. You guys can see that initially the price in ALGO did not go that direction. Price went lower. And then eventually it would have gotten us at our ultimate TP price back in May. So we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to see whether or not this market in ALGO is going to continue to go down, or will it begin to go higher. So welcome everyone to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe for more of my videos and content. I'm simply going to give you all a different idea of how to look at the market without the confusion. Actually, these price bars and volumes tells a story, and if you're able to decipher what they mean, you should be able to predict where prices are going to go. So if you guys want to follow me in this journey, then make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe. So now let's break down the last price prediction we did in Algorand. That's one thing that you guys don't see on a lot of the other platforms or channels, is that people don't come back and view what they said. So there's a whole lot of content right now on this platform that people made predictions, they made ideas, and nobody goes back and verify or certify the things that they said then to see what actually happened in the present. But we do that here though. We always make sure that we come back and explain what happened into the market versus what we thought was going to occur, so that we can become better at predicting. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about initially, why did we expect the market in Algorand to go up? The reason why was because we've seen numerous opportunities to where buyers were entering the market, and also you can see that this particular cryptocurrency was making higher lows in this space. So naturally, that would have been a good idea to see the market continue to go higher. Crazy part is that the sellers actually played a bigger role into how high price went in Algorand back here in March of this year. So you can see here that maybe 3 days into trading, the market in Algorand hit a high of like 22 cents. 22 to like 21.5 cents. And then the market continued to dump. Now, zooming out this chart, you should be able to say, well, that does make sense because this cryptocurrency was in a downtrend. And that is absolutely true. We were just simply trying to anticipate some higher prices in the near term to get a small bounce, and that didn't bode well for us. So maybe 2 days into the prediction, you guys can see 11.94% was hit on the 29th of March, and the prediction was produced on the 27th. So yeah, 2 days in. Okay, so now let's go ahead and clean up this chart, most definitely, because these pockets seemingly are no longer valid. These sell pockets are no longer valid. But look at that. This sell pocket is still valid and important because the buyers were not able to eradicate the sellers within that pocket. So now let's go ahead and look further to where we are at today. Let's get rid of this sell pocket now. You guys can see. Let's get rid of this sell pocket. So now we have a pretty wide range between an established point of sellers and an established point of buyers. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of this buy pocket there. Now, what direction is price going in? Just looking at the price bars, what trend is price going? Because in Algo, we're not seeing a lot of people willing to buy this cryptocurrency yet. We just don't have it yet. So this market definitely is entrenched in a downtrend. So that reason alone, we need to lean more heavily on sellers controlling the price right now. First things first. That is the move. That is the overall easiest way for price to go, is down. So naturally, we're going to say that the price has a higher probability of continuing in that direction until we get a point to where buyers are and they're willing to buy this cryptocurrency and begin to pivot and move price up. All right, so let's go ahead and do this here. First, we want to create some sell pockets here first for Algo. Okay, let's create one here. And let's create one more right around here. Now, we might need to create another one right here on yesterday's trading price action for Algo. So So we'll add that there too. Now here's a buy pocket. I really want us to break down this area right here. This is going to be important for us to make a determination if this market in Algorand is still bullish or bearish. We really need to see, and we probably will be able to see it on the hourly chart, if these buyers are still in this market trying to hold price right there. Because if that's the case, then we're going to look for the market in ALGO to try to go higher. So now let's look at this on the 2. Okay, so this is the price action in Algorand on the 2. And I don't like the last 2-day price bar. I don't like that one. If I was trying to buy this cryptocurrency, I don't like that one. It resembles sellers winning in the market. We have another 2-day price bar that's currently trying to form. So here it is on the 3. Same thing on the 3. We're not really seeing the emphasis of buyers right now in the market for ALGO. Here it is on the 4. Here is Algorand on the 5. We have 6 hours and 34 minutes currently. The market is able to close higher than the prior 5-day bar, which is good, but it is still closing off the highs, which is bad. So we can see from this time frame that buyers are here, but they're just not revealing their hand too much. They're not really showing that they're making a firm stand right there at that pocket. Here it is on the weekly chart. Here's ALGO on the 2. And let's look on the 3. There's ALGO on the 3 here. It's on the 5 weekly chart. And one more, so it's on the monthly. Okay, so I think you guys can see where those buyers came through in Algorand all the way down there. We haven't seen the price hit this level since August of 2024, so almost a whole year ago, or well over a year ago. Now let's look at this on the 11-hour chart. So currently it could go both ways on the 11-hour chart. I'm not really too convinced right here that the market is being bought by buyers yet. Here it is on the 5-hour. What do you guys think about this? This is where the buyers are right here. And then you got that bounce on this 5-hour bar. Price went up, but it didn't go that far. The last opportunity that the buyer stepped in, you see how far the market went. In one 5-hour price bar, it went up 6.22%. The next opportunity that buyers came into the market on went up 1.95%. So again, it shows you that there may not be that much demand here. Okay, so here it is on the 1 hour. Yeah, you can definitely tell that someone is trying to keep this cryptocurrency propped up, but I'm not too convinced yet. Look at this on the 330. Okay, one of the reasons why I'm not convinced that buyers are really buying is because we didn't get no follow through off of that bar. Price immediately reacted and went down. So now let's go ahead and switch this over to the daily. I think we're going to go lower. So with that being mentioned, we need to create another spot that we expect buyers to be. That's a pretty big area there. Let's look at this on the 5-minute. All right, so we can add one here. And we're going to make this one smaller. Right around there. There's another one right here, a very small one. All right, so now let's hit this on the daily chart first. And we're going to look for price and ALGO to go lower. Now, I mentioned already to you that this cryptocurrency could go higher. Why? Because of the buyers. But we're going to look forward to try to run down to this next buy pocket around 15 to 15.5 cents, which is 19.9% on the low. If it hits just the high of that pocket, it's only 15.28%. Then we're going to run it down to this next area around 13 cents. It's 27% on the low and 25.4 on the high. So we'll grip that right there. And we'll run the stop all the way up there for us. Okay, so now if you don't see the market go down, understand we've already explained that there's people here that are supporting the cryptocurrency. That will be the only thing as to the reason why this crypto doesn't break and continue to go to this next buy pocket. So if it doesn't happen, we've already knew the risk. But that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, make sure you maintain profitability, trade different, because that is where your edge is.